Hello and welcome to the Big Apple School podcast. My name is Rico.
My name is Ira.
And we're here today. We're going to talk about some interesting news articles that we found, we read, and we heard about. So I'm going to go ahead and give the microphone to Ira, and she's going to tell you what happened first.
My dear Ricardo, have you ever heard about New York's news and about cucarachas?
About cucarachas, about cockroaches. I know that New York has a lot of cockroaches, and I know that there's this movie called Joe's Apartment, and it's a movie based on a guy's relationship with cockroaches. So that's about all I know about New York and cockroaches.
Right now in New York, we have a bus. Could you imagine? And they...
No,
yes,
we have a bus? Not in New York. I can't imagine it. No way. It's impossible.
So the funny news that people... they canceled bus because of the cockroaches.
How many cockroaches?
A lot, believe me.
A lot?
Yeah, so imagine, you're in the bus, just traveling. Pum, 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 pum. You're going,
Is that how you travel on the bus? You travel like that?
Listen, you're going, flying in your dreams, and suddenly one cockroach is coming to you and saying, "Hey, how are you doing? How do you feel today?" And then you're laughing, maybe crying, maybe screaming, and because of that they canceled the bus.
Because of talking cockroaches, yeah?
Yes.
Cockroaches that were like, "Hey, how are you doing? How do you feel? My name is Ira." Is that what the cockroach said?
Ask them.
So really, they canceled the bus because of cockroaches?
Yes, because they...
Well, there's got to be a lot of cockroaches in it.
Yeah, I believe so. Could you imagine it in every bus we have? Do we have? Yes. But do we travel every day
in Russia?
Bus? I believe.
I've never seen a roach in a bus.
Me too, but who knows, you know?
No,
tomorrow, let's imagine, it's going to be warmer. And maybe in 2 months they will come and say something to you.
I can't wait.
In Russian bus.
I can't wait for it to be warm. They're not really speaking cockroaches, right? Like they don't talk, no? Not talking cockroaches, no? they didn't say like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Okay, all right. They're not really talking cockroaches, guys. They're just cockroaches that they took over a bus. I can just imagine their little cockroach voices like, "This bus is ours, yeah."
Oh, let's have some more with people. We need to leave the bus.
Okay, so that's pretty interesting. What else can you say about that? Do you know what they're going to do? What are the consequences of this thing? I mean, so there's cockroaches on a bus. They shut down the bus. Did they say they have to clean the bus or something like that?
Yes, they need to clean the bus, and then they need to organize people again, and they need to send them to travel and to feel life without cockroaches.
Mm-hmm. So I guess they're going to have to pass an inspection or something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
What do you have, Ricardo?
One bit of interesting news that I had. I don't know if you guys know. A while back, there was this thing about smartphone watches. People wanted their watch to be a phone, and it was kind of popular, but it was really, really expensive. I mean, the first smartphone watch was like something like $1,000, and that's ridiculous, right? Well, especially since we have like, I don't know what, the iPhone only costs like $500 or something in the US. So a $1,000 watch that's not an iPhone, that's kind of crazy. Well, now there's soon to be a smartphone watch war, because you guys know that Samsung hates Apple and Apple hates Samsung. Well, Samsung announced that they're going to make a smartphone watch. So Apple was like, "Oh yeah, we're going to make a smartphone watch too." And now there's like a million concept ideas running all over the internet that they're going to make a smartphone watch. I think it might be kind of cool. What do you think, Ira?
You know, Ricky, I believe, and I actually have a phone that costs not $3, but $30. And I paid for sending SMS, sending messages, and also for calling, saying, "Hello, bye, things, blah, blah, blah." I don't know what does it mean, iPhone, smartphone, Samsung, and why Samsung hates iPhone, or Apple. I'm really enjoying with my cheap phone because I feel alive. You know, because people...
Your phone makes you feel alive?
Yes, exactly. Because sometimes we need to go on the street and take a look on the sun. And you can see the sun and you can feel the energy of the sun. But sometimes people on the street, what they do right now, they're always typing messages. They're always doing something in their iPhone, smartphone, blah, 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 blah. Every single day, no?
A lot of people, yeah. I can agree with you that a lot of people are on their phones.
So,
Well, I guess it's better to look at the phone than, cockroaches on a bus. So.
But sun is shining. You know how I am.
Not in Novosibirsk in the winter. The sun doesn't shine in Novosibirsk in the winter. We just have a really bright, cloudy sky. Well, okay, I'll tell you this. You said about your phone. Your phone costs $30. I have a very interesting story for you guys. It'll be very short, okay? So, my wife is from Gorno-Altaysk, and she went to Gorno-Altaysk, somewhere near Lake Doletsky, and she lost her phone, her $30 phone. It was a Nokia whatever that's like a brick, right? You guys know what a brick is, right? For those of you that don't know what brick in Russian is, it's kirpich, I guess, kirpich. So in English, the old Nokia phones that are like indestructible, we call them bricks. We call them Nokia bricks. So she had a Nokia brick. She lost it somewhere around Lake Doletsky, and she didn't find it. So she went back a month later, and she was looking for it just in case to see if she could find it, because she didn't have enough time the first time. So they're looking. After a month, they find it in the ground, completely wet. It rained. The phone had been rained on. It was underground, like dirt all over it. And it was a month later, and it still worked. They found it by calling it. Can you believe it? The phone didn't turn off in a month. It got rained on. It was waterproof. It didn't die. This phone was amazing. So I can understand why Ira...
That's why I'm talking about. My phone every day is having troubles with me, with my hands, with everything. And he's still alive. He not it.
He's a survivor. He's not gonna give up.
Come
He's
on.
not gonna stop.
I've heard about another funny news. Can I tell people? Do you remember, guys, that last time we mentioned about our new Pope called Francisc? And so he had a funny story this week.
Pope Francis, yeah?
Yeah, Pope Francis.
Okay.
Right, from
what happened?
Rome.
I'm interested. What happened with Pope Francis?
He tried to call. Imagine, right? You have a Pope, you have a phone.
Okay.
Okay, so you are
Is
a
it a
Pope.
smartphone?
Okay, let's do this. I'm a Pope and you are a phone.
What?
And you're
let's not do this. I don't want to be the phone. You be the phone and I'll be Pope Francis.
Okay, so call me. Say.
Call the phone?
I'm the Pope. No.
Wait, do I call... You're the phone. I call you with my phone? Do I call the phone with the
Let's imagine
phone?
that I'm not the phone and your secretary. And you're telling me, Ricardo, hey, I'm the Pope of Rome. Tell me.
Wait. So I need to make a phone call. I have a secretary. I'm the Pope. What do I do?
I'm a secretary.
You're my secretary.
Yes, say that you are the Pope of the Rome. Say.
Okay, I'm the Pope of the Rome. That's what you said. I'm the Pope of the Rome. No, okay. I'm the Pope of Rome. Okay. My name is Francis. I'm the Pope of Rome. Secretary.
And she told him, I'm Napoleon Bonaparte.
Okay, so the Pope tried to make a phone call, and he answered the phone, and he said, "Hello, I'm the Pope of Rome," and the secretary said, "Hello, I'm Napoleon Bonaparte." That's
so,
funny.
guys, you didn't believe that he's actually the right one.
Yeah, I can see why. If somebody was like, "Hey, I'm the Pope of Rome," I'd be like, "Hi, I'm the Queen of England. Please, go away. Leave me alone. Bye-bye. I'm not interested. I don't want your products or anything. Goodbye. Good day to you, sir." All right. So, what did the secretary say after she realized it was the Pope?
She actually asks for an excuse, of course, as a woman, and they both laughed, I believe. I hope.
Did they love? They laughed and loved?
They laughed and laughed, right?
Okay. All right. So, that's some interesting, funny news. I have some, maybe it's funny for you, maybe it's not, but I have some very strange news, and it's about Russia, actually. You guys know Большой Театр, right? Big theater, Большой Theater. So, there is actually a ballerina, or ex-ballerina. She used to work at Большой Театр, and she was a ballerina saying...
Stop. Right now, everyone is trying to understand who is this woman.
I forget her name, I'm sorry. And I guess it's better that I don't say her name.
Pum, 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 pum. Pum, 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 pum.
What? What is that?
That's... So tell people who is it.
I don't remember her name, actually. So, I guess it's better that I don't say her name anyway. Because it's kind of more specific on her, I guess. But basically, there was this woman, this ballerina. She worked for Большой Театре, and then she was fired. And the excuse that they gave her when she was fired was that she was too fat. And of course, ballerinas have to be in certain shape. They have to look good and stuff like that. But she said that she was fired because she refused to go to a party that there were sponsors at this party. And Большой Театр said that she should escort one of the sponsors of Большой Театр with the expectations that they were going to have sex that night. So when they asked her about it, she said that she was not the only ballerina that this happened to. She says that Большой Театр is a big pimp, basically. They pimp out all the ballerinas to everyone that donates money. I don't know if it's true, but it's a very interesting bit of news. So, if you're interested, you can just look it up, Большой Театр pimp, I guess, something like that, and it'll give you more information. But it's basically about a woman saying that Большой Театр was pimping out the ballerinas, which is kind of scary because if they refused, they would lose their job, and it kind of sucks. So
I believe it happens everywhere. Then woman needs to do something if she's working for some company that have lots of money. So it's normal in our... Yes,
so I need a company with a lot of money, is what you're saying.
Oh, if you have a lot of money, you're going to have everything what you want, actually. And you know about that. Come on, but let's be a good woman and let's have a great relationship with one man forever, right?
I don't want to be a woman. Okay, so that was my little bit of news. You guys can check it out more in detail later. But Ida's gonna give us her next bit of news.
Oh, I had fun today reading about soap.
About soap?
Yes.
Like
Soap.
what you soap? Like what you wash yourself with?
Which I eat.
Soup.
Right, soup.
You said soap. Okay, soup. What you eat? Okay.
So
what'd you read about soup?
A guy from the restaurant. Yes, could you imagine a guy from the restaurant? Yes, guys, imagine.
Really?
He saved 1,000 lives. Oh, not maybe 1,000, but hundreds lives for sure. He disarmed the robber with the soup.
With soup? He
Yes.
saw him, the robber, with soup?
Yes.
How did he do it?
He just throw it away. Not throw it away, but actually he...
Threw it in his face.
Yes. Could you imagine
That's
the
probably the
face of
sound it
robber?
made too. He was like, he was probably like, freeze, I want all your money. He was like, here's my soup.
Yes. Could
And
you
he's like,
imagine?
I can't believe it.
I ate something
It's tasty.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, it tastes good.
Could you imagine if you come to any restaurant and they say, there's a soup, catch it!
Oh,
And throw it into your face.
I would be angry. I would kill
Guys,
someone.
let's proud of that guy. He was really, really brave, right?
Let's be proud of the brave guy who threw his only soup to save hundreds of lives. Okay, well, the first life-saving soup, I guess, that's not medicine, was recently documented, according to Ira. So cool. Where was it?
It was actually, so, it was, my dear,
Where,
in the United States of America.
it was in the United States of America.
Yes, the city called Braidwood. Have you ever heard about that?
Of what?
State Illinois.
Illinois?
Yes, and the city called Braidwood.
Braidwood. No,
Braidwood.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard about it. Maybe it's not such a
Important
big
place.
city.
Now it's important place. The
Because of
guy
the
saved
soup-
hundreds lives. Yes, because of the soup.
He's a superhero.
Superman. Soupman.
He's a superhero. All right, cool. All right, I'll take you to my next bit of news. Very interesting bit of news. It's really short, but I hope that you guys find it interesting or funny. Basically, there was this old couple. They went to a yard sale, and they saw a ceramic pot. It was a Chinese ceramic pot. They bought it for $3 at the yard sale, and then they realized that this was a very, very important pot, that it was a pot belonging to the Chinese...
Millionaire?
Yeah, like some kind of like dynasty in Chinese history. So they put it on the internet. They auctioned it off for $2.2 million. So they made $2.2 million off of a $3 yard sale ceramic pot. It's crazy. So I think it's cool. They're now they're not millionaires, but they definitely have a lot of money because of some old $3 China pot, which is cool.
Guys, if you can hear us right now, please send us some money.
Send us some
Please,
money.
I'm sure you can hear us.
What
was their name?
I'll give you a $3 ceramic pot, I guess. I forget their names, but I guess that they didn't want to say it either because in the news article, I guess they only mentioned it once and then they mentioned it.
2.2 millionaire.
Yeah.
$2.2 million.
Maybe they're scared. I think that they didn't want to say the names because they're scared that someone might steal their $2.2 million. So,
do you believe right now there are a lot of people who try to buy something for $3? Maybe yard?
Yeah. I guess a lot of people buy things for $3 every day.
And could you imagine? Today you buy Coca-Cola, and this Coca-Cola, like 3 years ago, was from David Beckham. Or maybe he put his hand to that Coca-Cola 3 years ago, so you can sell it for maybe a couple of dollars more.
A couple of dollars more, maybe $100 more. Yeah, there's actually people that do that. I don't know if you guys have heard. If you go on eBay, you can find weird things like I don't know, Britney Spears chewed gum, or like used tissue of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, but also it's very popular when someone cut hair of someone. You know, you have a concert, for example.
Like a haircut, and then they scoop it. Yeah.
Yes, and then they sell it, and it's quite expensive too. Or underwear, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They steal it, and after they sell it.
Well, maybe they don't steal it. Maybe they just got really lucky, and it was a gift.
Do you have a career of Britney Spears?
No, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Okay, so what about you? What's your next piece of news?
I really love a dog. This dog is from Wall Street, and he has lots of money. Because his owner actually...
Did he sell a ceramic pot? Did the dog sell a ceramic pot? Is that why he has a lot of money?
No.
No, he flipped it on eBay. He's a millionaire now. He's a millionaire dog because of ceramic pot.
He's millionaire dollar inside right now. So
why does he have a lot of money?
Because he ate 111 coins. Could you imagine?
Wow.
Yes. I believe...
Were they chocolate coins?
No, my dear. It was the real one.
Real coins?
Yes, and then he survived.
He's an American dog?
He's an American dog.
So it was American coins. So it was probably like quarters and nickels and dimes and...
Yes. Could you imagine? I believe this guy...
Wait, are they still inside of him?
I believe no, because
it's so painful.
Come on.
Oh, man.
But you can also have the owner maybe from the Wall Street or Manhattan, doesn't matter, and he can give you food with the money. Hey, Ricardo, do you want to eat today 100 or 1,000 coins or maybe $1 million? Do you want to eat? Or maybe you want to eat $200 or maybe $2 million?
You know, in the streets of USA, when there's a bum, he's asking for money. He says, hey, can I have some money for food? I guess this dog was like, hey, can I have some money for food? But he meant it literally, and then he ate all of the money like food. Maybe that's what it was. But he's okay, yeah? The dog's all right?
Yeah, he's okay, so he's right, and he feels good. Thank you very much for your patience. Because the newspaper mentioned that he survived and he feels good after this
The newspaper can speak to dogs?
Yes.
I wonder if they know what my dog is thinking. That's awesome. What newspaper is it? I must get in touch with this newspaper.
It's New York Daily News. Come on.
New York Daily News can speak to dogs, guys.
Yes.
I must get in touch with this newspaper. They speak to dogs. They're Dr. Dolittle newspaper. Okay, cool. Speaking of animals, speaking of animals, I have... come on. Oh, man. Okay, so speaking of animals, I have an interesting news article about animals also. This is kind of a sad statistic, but I'm going to give it to you guys anyway. In the United States, 80 million birds die from traffic accidents every year. So cars or trucks or something like that, 80 million birds die due to traffic. So, scientists have recently learned that over the past 30 years, birds have evolved to have shorter wings. Because so many birds die from cars, the birds that die are the ones that have longer wings, because the takeoff, when a bird is in the street and they have to fly away, the longer the wingspan, the bigger the wings are, the slower the bird flies away from a stopped position. So in 30 years, in only 30 years, we have noticed evolution in birds. Only the birds with short wings survived. So now this type of bird has shorter wings than 30 years ago, which is pretty interesting. But what's more interesting is that this isn't the only animal to evolve specifically because of human reaction. Fish now also mature faster because fishermen usually catch a lot of fish, and through natural selection, the fish that matured, that developed faster, were the ones that were more likely to live. So fish now mature faster than years ago. And there were two groups of finches. It's a kind of bird. They separated because they were so populated. There were so many of them that they split into two different types of finches, I guess. And now their food source is going away, and their main source of food is like bird feed that people actually put outside. The little bird houses, bird feeders that people feed the birds with. Well, now that's their new main source of food, and they're dying out. So now they're rejoining into one big group of birds. So that's something that you guys can see that we've had an effect on animals. I thought it was kind of interesting. If not, that's okay too. But for me, it's interesting. I love animals, and I love interesting facts about animals. So,
let's protect our animals from everything.
Let's protect our animals from eating coins and from developing shorter wingspans.
Yes, and to inspire them to give us freedom, maybe.
To give us freedom.
Yes, animal can give us freedom.
Animals can give us freedom?
Yes.
How?
Imagine horse.
Horse.
She's flying.
Horses.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you meant something else. Okay. A flying horse. I guess it's kind of like a Pegasus or something like that. Okay. But I guess Ida's going to have her next bit of news, yeah?
Yes, actually, do you know, Ricardo, what kind of animals, talking about animals, what kind of animals do you have at home?
What kind of animals do I have at home? I have two cats, Piervi and Taroi. I'm not joking. Those are their names. They're twin cats. Yeah, they're twin cats. They're brothers, and they look exactly the same. So their names are Piervi and Taroi because one came to me, Piervi, and then the other one came second, Taroi. So those are their names.
Piervi, Taroi. Oh my God, that's very
What about
nice.
you?
I don't have animals right now, actually, but I did in the past.
Okay. Okay.
And I made gym with them every day, every single day. Made a gym.
You exercised with them?
Yes.
Cool.
And one woman, she has reins.
What? She has what?
Reins.
What is it? Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Yes, right.
Hippopotamus. One woman has a hippopotamus. Come on, say it.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Yeah, now say it fast. Hippopotamus.
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 Oh.
Okay.
Hippopotamus.
One woman. Say hippo for short.
Hippo. One woman has hippo at home.
Really?
Yes.
A pet hippo. A hippopotamus. A home hippopotamus. She has a hippopotamus at home. You love this word, yeah?
I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce this
Hippopotamus, guys. Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Okay, close enough. Hippopotamus, guys.
Hippopotamus.
I'll say it really, really fast so that you don't understand what I'm saying. Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. Okay, so this lady has a hippopotamus at home, yeah?
Yes.
Crazy.
And she loves it.
Did you know that in Africa, the number one killer of humans is hippopotamus bites? Like attacks, actually. Hippopotamus attacks? Yeah. More people die from hippopotamus attacks than cars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Have you ever heard about Pablo Escobar?
Pablo Escobar?
He's a Colombian drug dealer.
Yeah.
Famous one. So he had it before.
He had a hippopotamus?
A lot of them, actually. He really liked them.
Oh.
Yes, and he had special space for them, like a garden for the hippos.
Cool. Let's go back to this woman. How old is her hippopotamus? He's a baby?
He's a baby, right?
Okay, cool. So she has a young hippopotamus. And if it's anything like the African hippos, then it's going to be a killer hippopotamus. Hey, do you think that hippos like hip-hop?
Hippo.
Do you think that hippopotamuses listen to hip-hop?
Of course, because I even can't say this in the right way. Hippo, hip, hip, hop. Hippo, hip, hip.
Okay,
Pop.
Good enough. All right, so we're going to continue our talk about animals with this other bit of news, which leads us to a bit of other news. Recently, scientists have brought Recently, scientists have brought an extinct frog species back to life. Can you believe it? It was extinct. It means it wasn't alive anymore. It died out. And then they got the DNA, and then they did some magical genome slicing and stuff like that, and splicing and mixing, and they finally reanimated, I guess. They brought this extinct species of frog back to life. They gave it to another frog, impregnated a current frog with the ancient frog's genome, and now we have an extinct species of frog back to life. Can you believe it?
Wow.
It's kind of like Jurassic Park, huh?
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm scared though, because if we really do have a Jurassic Park, then it's gonna be kind of scary. You know, you always see in the movies usually what happens in movies happens in the future. So we started with frogs, and we're gonna go on to like dinosaurs and stuff like that, and it's gonna be awesome. So,
a hippo. Imagine hippo, yeah.
An extinct species of hippo?
Yes.
Like a killer hippo, even more killer than the already killer hippo?
I'm not talking about killers, I'm talking about freedom, laugh, and things like that.
Well,
so
usually
that's gonna be a savior, hero of our world.
He's gonna be a hero hippo?
Yes, hero hippo.
Okay, maybe he'll be a hero.
Hippo who can sing hip hop.
Okay. So, I'll continue the talk about the DNA and stuff like that. Recently, I don't know if you guys know, there was a cave somewhere in Siberia, somewhere around us, somewhere close to us, that had some DNA in a bone. It was a toe bone of a Neanderthal. A Neanderthal is kind of the species of humans before us, so the kind of dumb versions of us. The hunters, those guys, you know, those kind of closer.
Why is that?
Those are Indians, but Neanderthals are the old ones that are kind of like closer to gorillas, I guess. They're like in between humans and gorillas. So they have some DNA of this Neanderthal, and they have completely solved the mystery of the genome. So it means that they have like 100% of their DNA. Meaning that they can bring the Neanderthal back to life too.
Nice. Yeah. I'm really happy to know some of them. Yes.
I guess they're planning on taking this DNA. They're going to look at human DNA. They're going to make some changes to it to make it the same as the Neanderthal DNA. And then they're going to put this DNA into a monkey or a gorilla or something. And they're going to birth a Neanderthal.
Nice.
It's cool, right?
No, of course. Cool. Today, Ricardo mentioned that everything that's happening in the movies actually will come in the future. So, you know that about that? Usually he wrote Jules Verne.
Jules Verne,
yes.
Yeah.
He was talking a lot about them and about their birthday and things like that.
Cool. Jules Verne is awesome, guys. I hope that we can soon, at one of our movie clubs maybe, watch the movie that was inspired by his book, Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is pretty cool. I really love it. Yeah, it's really cool. And I guess the last bit of news that I have, and it's kind of intergalactic. If you guys like Beastie Boys, intergalactic. Okay, so anyway, intergalactic news. The Voyager 1, the first Voyager that was sent out into space, they think that it might have reached interstellar space. They think that it might have reached interstellar space because it has received heavy radiation and cosmic rays, which means that it's in a different part of space, not like inside of our solar system, but somewhere else where it's receiving different radiation, different cosmic rays, and it's really, really far. In the past 35 years, it has traveled 11.3 billion miles from the sun. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Yeah. So we're going to new places in space that we've never been before with the Voyager 1, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
You know that the universe is the one of the things we need to learn and we need to study. We need to know more about our history in the past, and knowing more about the universe, we know more about us.
Cool,
So, yes,
cool.
if we're flying for more kilometers, it's great.
11.3 billion miles. I don't know what it is in
Maybe
kilometers.
we will see some person called инопланетяне.
Aliens. Maybe we'll see some aliens.
Yes.
I'm scared. I don't want to see
And they will fly
aliens.
away. They can visit us, actually.
You know, my favorite quote about aliens is from, I think it's Calvin and Hobbes, and he says, the one thing that reassures me that there is, other life besides us, that there are aliens, he says, the one thing that reassures me that we have aliens is that they still haven't tried to contact us. So it's pretty funny. All right, guys, so...
Say привет to them.
Привет.
To that guys.
To the
from
aliens?
The Mars. Yes.
I think they would be
They're
like,
listening right now.
You know, stereotypes of aliens. People think that aliens speak like me, 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 me.
I believe aliens speak like, "Hey guys, come on! I will come soon to your dreams, and then I will take your flat apartment and we'll bring it to the Mars."
Why do you think that aliens are so violent? Maybe aliens are really cool. Maybe they're really calm, nice guys.
I believe they're cool. Come on, of course.
But they want to take your apartment?
But then they can bring it back to you. Why not?
Okay, maybe. All right, guys. So we talked about some animals. We talked about the Voyager. We talked about Большом Театре, smartphone
Cucarachas,
watches,
Britney Spears,
Cucarachas,
hairs.
buses, the Souperman, and and lots of other things. So I hope that you enjoyed it. That was this week's news with me. My name is Rico, and
My name is Ira. Thank you very much.
yeah, thank you very much. This was the Big Apple School podcast.
Say hippopotam again.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. All right, guys.
Hippopotamus. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.